Hey y'all. What an interesting year it's been, right? 2020. It's funny, I've actually been kind of puzzled about doing this video just because, I don't know, it's a lot to look back on, right? It's been a big year, a lot of changes. I want to say it made us all better. I think. But yeah.
You know they're out there, don't you?
Just, yeah. We're about, what, a year and a half in the game in terms of my return to YouTube. And 2020 just started with a bang. In January, I had to reset my entire channel. Like, unmod everybody, start fresh, get a new crowd. And that was so challenging. But I mean, I guess it all worked out right. Like, for better or for worse. And after getting through everything that's kind of come up in the past year, oh my god. I can't help but feel super thankful because I feel like, you know, we're still on our mission. We're still doing what we do. Like, regularly. And, you know, I just have to be thankful for that. Because there's so many people who don't have that, you know, regularity in their life, especially with everything that's going on today. Then when you put into perspective the fact that, you know, we've really grown in this time. I'm not even gonna lie. Just a little bit that I have been around the different renditions of the tribe. Oh my god. I've matured so much. Beyond that, my relationship has matured a lot too. Ooh, child, me and Nathan, we still doing good. So, good for us. It just seems like everything is kind of coming up the right way nowadays. But yeah. I don't know. A lot's changed, right? Like, completely invested in just doing my own thing as an entrepreneur and a boss, and I love it. And that does come with, like, you know, the weight and responsibilities, but at the same time, I really love the life that I live. It's really cool. Beyond that, it's like, ooh, child, your boy ain't got no debt on him. So, you know, when you work hard, you can throw your coins in a circle and save them, okay? I'm just saying. Whew. I mean, I could just, Holy Ghost, like, I really could. But it's been a whole experience getting there, I will say that. I don't know, part of me it just feels a little overwhelmed by how much growth has happened in such a short amount of time. Because, yeah, first of all, I never thought tarot would be something that I'd be able to support my channel on, or my life for that matter. I just never thought that would be a thing, and it's all happening and unfolding before me. So thank you, y'all. Seriously, I don't even know how to say thank you, you know? Like, I live such a charmed life. I mean, shit is hard sometimes, but at the same time, at least I get to go to sleep and wake up when I want to. I at least get to say that much, you know? Ain't nobody barking at me to come on in. But yeah. I'm just really hoping that 2021 is like the year of the victory lap. Like, I hope that all of us just realize, you know, that the shit we want is really possible, but we have to go out there and really make it happen. And sometimes, you know, you might be working harder than everybody else and not necessarily getting that credit, but it's okay. Because I feel like eventually things pan out. Eventually things hit the balance point, alright? Yeah. I'm really trying to think, like, okay, what else do I want to say about this year? Because it has been a lot. just coming from like the standpoint of someone who has watched a lot of growth happen too, I feel like a lot of people are very different today than how they entered the tribe, whether that be months ago, weeks ago, or even a year and some change. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people have risen to the occasion to really try to be better people, and I feel like they're all seeing the results of that. So I'm proud of my community as well. I think more than anything now, I'm just like, what is next? You know, where do we go from here? Obviously, it's going to be some type of natural expansion, but I just don't know. I don't have the power to see that. And that's hilarious to say, because I mean, you guys come to me for tarot advice, and it's like, can't you just pull your own cards? Yeah, I can. But at the same time, it's not going to internalize the same, you know what I mean? I guess my only goal here is to continue to provide good service to good people, you know? Try to make life a little bit less hectic and be something that you can look forward to. A little bit of regularity, a little bit of comedy, a little bit of advice, but typically I do separate my tarot advice from my personal advice, and I think that's what a lot of people really appreciate about my approach. But yeah, one thing I can say to you, y'all, I know sometimes tarot messages can be very, very heavy, right? But don't shoot the messenger, y'all. I know some of y'all be ready to just snap. But you know, at the end of the day, like, we all get situations and see things we don't want to see occasionally. It even happens to your boy, I promise you. I don't know, I just feel like we just gotta learn how to really process information and make the best of it, right? I'm so weak at this motorcycle, I really cannot. Like, you messing up the whole vibe, man. But you know what? That is the theme of the year, though, right? 2020 was a distraction. But you know what? 2021, we focused. And I'm here for that. I look forward to hearing about how all of you go out and create the things in which you've always kind of been entitled to, but you just never really thought would pan out, you know? In some ways, I feel like the life I live is like floating on a cloud. In some way, somehow, the weight of my body is still not falling through. And I really wish that for all of you guys. I just feel like life is meant to be magical. And I don't mean that in like a generic Disney sense. I mean, we have the power to create and contribute to our experiences and influence things quite heavily. So I would just ask that you walk into this next year and walk out of the paradigm of last year. You know what I mean? Start fresh, it's a new day. Wipe the slate clean, do whatever you need to do. But I feel like there's a little bit of optimism going forward that we really have to embrace, because everything is about to shift. Like, I can feel that. So, in 2021, I know personally my own resolutions are to stay financially in a good place, because right now your boy's doing just fine. But you know, other than that, of course, I would love to continue to see where things go with Nathan, Avi. And I also want to see what happens with the tribe. Like, I want to see what happens as we go forward. You know what I mean? Like, where do we go from here? And I do naturally feel like there's more to come. But once again, part of me doesn't even want to pull the cards to like get that type of clarity. I just want to see where the ride takes us. And if I'm naive for that, maybe I'm naive for that. But you know what? At least I'm gonna fucking enjoy the ride, man. Okay? But I appreciate you guys. Although I may not know what is necessarily ahead of us, one thing I can say is whatever is before us is much better than whatever we have walked away from. I love you guys. I care about you guys. I hope you guys all succeed. And thank you so much for making me somebody with a purpose to live in. Let you know that my heart has lost control. I gotta let you know that my heart has lost control. You know I love you, I know you see it, and I'm doing anything just to please you. Cause you my baby, that's how we do. It's a celebration when I'm here with you. Let you know that my heart has lost control. I gotta let you know that my heart has lost control. Late night, when you sleep right, I'm up late night, thinking of you. Late night, when you sleep right, I'm up late night, thinking of you. Let you know that my heart has lost control. I gotta let you know that my heart has lost control. Till death do us part, you'll have my heart. You're my everything. You love something, and it's mutual, and that you can't trust. No matter what happens, we come in clutch. Let you know that my heart has lost control. I gotta let you know that my heart has lost control. Let you know that my heart has lost control. I gotta let you know that my heart has lost control. All my bad bitches sitting in the front, all my sad bitches mad in the back. Give me space cause you know I'm finna twerk. Don't let your man see me, he won't come back. Cause I got that illest nana. You tryna feel on my anaconda, but I'm on my Gondoliza, way too booked to please him. I'm doing me, I've been free, living free. I'm doing me, fuck you me. Oh, what you finna do? Doing me, I'm doing me, I've been free, living free. I'm doing me, fuck you me. Oh, what you finna do? Doing me. Just gotta do what's best for me. Do me. All independent, don't get offended. Everybody know it's on side till I finish. Haters they diminish, they be speaking gibberish. They go wind me up, but they probably won't finish. One more time, for the people in the back. All independent, don't get offended. Everybody know it's on side till I finish. Haters they diminish, they be speaking gibberish. They go wind me up, but they probably won't finish. I'm doing me, I've been free, living free. I'm doing me, fuck you me. Oh, what you finna do? Doing me, I'm doing me, I've been free, living free. I'm doing me, fuck you me. Oh, what you finna do? Doing me. Just gotta do what's best for me. Do me. Prioritize yourself, glow up my mental health. Cause I manifest the wealth, I'm all good all by myself. I'm doing me, I've been free, living free. I'm doing me, fuck you me. Oh, what you finna do? Doing me, I'm doing me, I've been free, living free. I'm doing me, fuck you me. Oh, what you finna do? Doing me. Just gotta do what's best for me. Just gotta from me to me. Bitter bitch, bitter bitch, bitter bitch, bitter bitch, bitter bitch. I think I need some sugar, cause this bitch too bitter for me. Oh, if you roll with me, you would know I'm not too keen around that jealousy and envy. Stay in your lane, we ain't ranked the same. So stay in your lane, so stay in your lane, stay in your lane, we ain't ranked the same. So stay in your lane, so stay in your lane. Why do you let me know? Why you gotta get so close? Knowing that I had your back, now you want that smoke. Like we had that game straight, but when I turn my back, you tryna fuck with me. You tryna fuck with me. Stay in your lane, we ain't ranked the same. So stay in your lane, so stay in your lane, stay in your lane, we ain't ranked the same. So stay in your lane, so stay in your lane. SOS, you better call for help, cause I don't need no backup, bitch, I got myself. SOS, you better call for help, cause I don't need no backup, bitch, I got myself. Stay in your lane, we ain't ranked the same. So stay in your lane, so stay in your lane, stay in your lane, we ain't ranked the same. So stay in your lane, so stay in your lane. Bitter bitch, bitter bitch, bitter bitch, bitter bitch, bitter bitch. I'm the biggest chief that you've seen thus far. Tryna ride with me in my brand new car. Never catching up, bitch, I'm blowing up. If you talking shit, bitch, you know I'm blowing up. Beep, beep, bitch, move out the way. Told me talking shit about me being gay. Finna put you in the light, expose what's right. You a pussy bitch, you ain't ready to fight. Tell me why you talking shit, when you know I pull up on you right quick. It's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch. Tell me why you talking shit, when you know I pull up on you right quick. It's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch. All independent, got 'em in their feelings. Could've been chillin', but you acting like a villain. Never been tough, never been enough. Wanna test my games, so feel free, run up. All independent, got 'em in their feelings. Could've been chillin', but you acting like a villain. Never been tough, never been enough. Wanna test my games, so feel free, run up. Tell me why you talking shit, when you know I pull up on you right quick. It's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch. Tell me why you talking shit, when you know I pull up on you right quick. It's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch. Tell me why you talking shit when they know I pull up on them right quick, right quick. It's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch. Tell me why they talking shit, when they know I pull up on them right quick, right quick. It's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch. Tell me why you talking shit, when you know I pull up on you right quick. It's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch. Tell me why you talking shit, when you know I pull up on you right quick. It's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch, it's on sight, bitch. I'll pop off on you, then I'll pop off on you. You won't see me coming. I'll pop off on you, then I'll pop off on you. You won't see me coming.
2085, ripping 499, and 2000 plus, bitch, we don't give a fuck. So gon' pop that ass, and don't talk no trash. Cause bitch, if you do, you know I'll pop up on you. 2085, ripping 499, and 2000 plus, bitch, we don't give a fuck. So gon' pop that ass, and don't talk no trash. Cause bitch, if you do, you know I'll pop up on you.
I'll pop up on you. Then I'll pop up on you. You won't see me coming. I'll pop up on you. Then I'll pop up on you. You won't see me coming. I'll pop up on you. Then I'll pop up on you. You won't see me coming. I'll pop up on you. Then I'll pop up on you. You won't see me coming.
Curves like an Amazon box. Got a face like the new Megan Fox. Plus a cooler, unbootable to pop. Broken pussy needs to put it on stop. No wop, flip flop. Too dry for the drip drop. She got her nerves like a neurologist. Are you voting for Bush? Electrolysis.
I'll pop up on you. Then I'll pop up on you. You won't see me coming. I'll pop up on you. Then I'll pop up on you. You won't see me coming. I'll pop up on you. Then I'll pop up on you. You won't see me coming. I'll pop up on you. Then I'll pop up on you. You won't see me coming.
Could've been friends. Could've been closer to you. You took it, shouldn't have to end. Yeah. We could've been friends, yeah. Could've been closer than you, but you was talking shit, so that had to end. Hey,
I'll pop up on you. Then I'll pop up on you. You won't see me coming. I'll pop up on you. Then I'll pop up on you. You won't see me coming. I'll pop up on you. Then I'll pop up on you. You won't see me coming. I'll pop up on you. Then I'll pop up on you. You won't see me coming. And that's a what? And that's a period. And that's a what? And that's a period. And that's a what? That's a period. And that's a what? That's a period. That's a what? That's a period. And that's a what? That's a period. And that's a what? That's a period. And that's a what? That's a period.
Period. Juice ain't worth the squeeze, and you do manipulation things. Metal on my daily life, but at school you ain't worth the strife. I gave us 7 years, yeah, you thought I'd shed some tears. But if you try to stop my bag, I'ma roll you out like trash.
And that's a what? And that's a period. And that's a what? And that's a period. And that's a what? That's a period. And that's a what? That's a period. That's a what? That's a period. And that's a what? That's a period. And that's a what? That's a period. And that's a what? That's a period.
Let's talk about the facts. You was poaching off my racks. Made 69 comments, but you scared of the truth. Because I cut you off, think I'm scared of you. Expose it, expose it, expose it. Let me see the receipt.
And that's a what? And that's a period. And that's a what? And that's a period. And that's a what? That's a period. And that's a what? That's a period. That's a what? That's a period. And that's a what? That's a period. And that's a what? That's a period. And that's a what? That's a period.
You can't dispute the claims. It rained and sun on your family name. Bitch, you ain't Moana, never been about Ohana. Bitch, you chop like Benihana. I'm gone like your daddy and your mama. Chopped like Benihana. I'm gone like your daddy and your mama.
And that's a what? And that's a period. And that's a what? And that's a period. And that's a what? That's a period. And that's a what? That's a period. That's a what? That's a period. And that's a what? That's a period. And that's a what? That's a period. And that's a what? That's a period.
Period.
Facts. Hey y'all. How y'all doing? Welcome to our members only stream. We got rooms to do for everybody. There goes our list. Shelby, it's on you first. We doing a general. Like re-angling myself. Ugh. Doing well. Alright, so I got my little handwritten notes beside me. Gonna do a rune reading for each of you here. I like to do 9 stones. They're broken up actually into 3 groups of 8. So I feel like doing 9 stones lets you see like the span of one story plus the next step. But I got you, Shelby. Like I have 2 candles running right now, so like I probably don't need my hoodie. Okay. So I just shake these up, right? Get them all properly mixed. And then I try to pop out 9. Now, if we can't see the character facing us, it would be like a blank. That's 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, you have a lot of blanks. I'm weak. There we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Need one more 9. Alright, so I gotta inspect these, make sure they're not just like facing the direction I don't see it, and that they're actually just blanks. That one is, because it's downward. Blank as well. Blank as well. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blanks out of 9. Oh, 6. 6 blanks out of 9, damn. So that can just be like delays, honestly. I'll read it in order because what I like to do is kind of follow the trail or whatever. But I guess for you, there's going to be 3 major points beyond anything else. Now, I'm kind of weak because if we're looking at the first stone, I feel like already this is kind of picking up on love life stuff, right? And I'm almost wondering, will this be like the journey to love for you this year? Because I feel like if this is the starting point, I mean, damn. Like, there is a fair amount of space around everything else that needs to go down, right? So that could have been, like, the period of waiting before you found something concrete with, like, your current boo, right? And it's like, once you get to that point, yeah, you figure out something, but at the same time, you're not rushing the pace. And I think that's why you have so many blanks, because the next one over, literally, closer to the others. So almost there, but still slight hesitation. Now let's see. There's one type of, because blanks can be, once again, like blockages, hesitations, things that slow down the journey. But then it's followed by the fish. I mean, I call it the fish. I'll take the fish. But yeah. Basically, that's about, needing to put your life in order in terms of, like, feeling safe or secure in terms of the home front. So that can be maybe like the larger journey, right? Trying to put your life together, trying to make sure that you can trust what you have and that you can actually value it for what it is, you know? Now the next thing you have is like the Thunderbolt. Let's see. It's about reliability, trustworthiness, and purpose. So yeah, once again, it's like you're in no rush because you only want to build it once. Okay, I get that. The next one I know, I call it Pac-Man. It is not Pac-Man though, but what it represents is a year of harvest. So the thing is, you be putting little roadblocks and slowing down the way that prosperity could really be just flowing to you, because sometimes you want to take time to like elaborate and make sure that you're sure. But honestly, it's like it really is a year to actually enjoy what it is that you've manifested here and see what the fruits of that labor is. But yeah, I feel like your message is like super simple, Shelby. It's like continue to do the work that you've been doing in terms of like allowing love into your life properly, like without hesitation. But yeah, I hope that gives you clarity. So I want to say we got Angela. Like, I gotta grab these guys, put them back in the bag, mix them up, and see what's the next roadmap to show. I want to say we got Angela, then we got Millie, Alicia, Queen of Water, Jay. General for me too? Okay, I gotcha. I'm weak. I knew I was about to be doing a bunch of generals because I feel like you guys are like dipping a toe into the water, so you like, okay, I want to see what this actually gonna do. I got ya. Alright. Two. Oh, the fish again. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. I know that one was showing. Yeah, there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Need 2 more. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 9. I'm weak. Okay, so we got a lot of translating to do for you. I'm weak, Angela. Okay. So I'm just gonna follow the trail. The first thing though, this fish. I don't know if you've been working too hard, but I think it's like this alignment. I want to see. Yeah. There could be like because it's almost upright, but it's 45 degrees. The way I would look at it is like you're almost having the home front where you ideally would want it to be. So it's like things are almost right. It's like you just got a little bit more development, I guess we would say, before things are like absolutely perfect. Now let's see. There is like a little bit of a warning here in terms of like how much energy you're spending right now. In particular, this guy is gonna be all about the potential to like burn yourself out. So take like more of an easy road here. Like you don't have to stress yourself out and try to make life perfect 100% overnight. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's gonna be really emotionally taxing, and then it starts messing with your like rest and other aspects of your life, you know. Now let me see. You got the arrow next. I'm weak because it's literally pointing to self-reliance. Are you fighting with your boo? I'm weak. That is hilarious. That is literally like getting your priorities in line. That's pretty much like, what direction are we heading in? Then it's like the next thing in line is like the off-center X or whatever. That's gonna be something that represents self-reliance or like personal strength. So it's like maybe in some regards you're learning that you probably have what it takes to fix most of your own problems. You know what I mean? Which is kind of awesome. Just like taking ownership of what it is that you can do, honestly. You know what I mean? Like without hesitation or doubt in that. I'm weak. Okay, so you got this guy sideways. I'm weak because this one represents lust. So I guess we already know what that means. It's like, yeah, like he pisses me off, but there's one way he can make it better. I'm weak. Okay, let me stop. Okay. Breakthroughs and successes. And then it's for that M, which is progress. Also is like maybe like a slight nod to maybe consider going on a vacation. Oh, like a little lover's holiday or something. I get that. So honestly, looking at this, because it's followed by 2 delays, I feel like there are some slight, you know, conflicts with the boo in the middle. But really you're focusing on how to get your life where you want it to be. And I feel like in terms of the romantic situation, it will like iron itself out. But I do feel like there are 2 little moments where you really do need to just like take time, analyze, and make sure that like everything is good on an individual like standpoint. You know what I mean? It's like checking back in with yourself and making sure that like you have your bases covered. But yeah, I hope that gives you clarity. It's funny, I remember my first rune reading and I remember how shook I was because I was like, it's one of those things where you have the experience of runes, and then when stuff starts playing out before your eyes, it's really surreal. More so than tarot, because I think runes feel at times kind of like primitive, like they're much older. So alright, I want to say it's on Millie. After Millie, we got Alicia, Queen of Water, and JHDZ. I'm weak. I think Angela got a slight lag, but she gonna get all her teeth. I'm weak, but yeah, it's on you, Millie. That's too funny. General 2, please? I'm weak. Okay, I got you. Okay, let me mix these up. I'm weak. That is so funny. It's like getting the house special, you know what I mean? Like literally, it's like you going, like, what's good tonight? Get a general. Okay, I'm gonna turn my book on my thigh so I don't lose my page and pull these out. There we go. 1, 2. Ooh, that's like the Empress rune. The B. You got the M. Not the BM, the baby mama. I'm just let me stop. Okay, that's 4. 5. That's 6. 7. 8. 9. Technically that one showed itself, so I gotta flip it. Ugh. Okay. So an interesting shape. Like it almost looks like some type of body shape or something in terms of like a fish or something. I can see the top fin and then the back fins. But let's see. I'm weak. Technically, the closest thing is, the bee. Now, the bee represents, once again, like I said, like new births or like things kind of coming forward. Now it's slightly sideways, right? So it's like you want things to grow inside a romantic sense, but this could be something, since it is at a slight, that you might feel a little stressed out about like domestic or family issues. You know what I mean? Just trying to like make it work and find something kind of like prosperous in the end. Now your next rune is about focusing on like trustworthy purpose, right? So I feel like this is definitely you not trying to rush into romantic situations where you don't know exactly where you stand before you decide to invest the time, the energy, the effort. And I'm weak because this rune over here, this is about social and societal order. So that could be like you're looking for something very cookie cutter in terms of what a relationship looks like. Like you want, you know, some of those cliches and things. Like you want what society would deem a healthy relationship. Like that's clear. Now let's see. I will say, there's two areas of like delay, and then this guy, the M, is going to represent transportation. Sometimes it can be, you know, how to progress something, how to move it forward. So you want to think about like things being in motion. Now, it is like once again slightly tilted, so that means that at times you might have doubts, you might feel restless. And it's about you needing to kind of center yourself, right? Because you're doing something that is meant to kind of pair for a while, right? Like we're looking for a quality candidate. So it's not something that can be rushed into anyway. And I feel like once you realize that, like you'll take your time and then you get, you know, those guys. So I'm weak. Inside the positioning that I see it in, this can feel like tests and tribulations. So it's like literally going through it and through the thick of it, essentially. But you have to think about that as like a tower or phoenix. You know what I mean? It's about rebuilding things stronger. And I love that the rune right next to it represents like breakthroughs, successes, feeling like you finally like will have all the rewards that you want raining down on you. But it's not without its challenges, you know what I mean? I think this takes a lot of patience and a little bit more of a slow, analytical approach. But yeah, I hope that gives you clarity. Alright, Alicia, it's on you. Going back inside the little bag they go to get mixed up. Another general, number 5 for the night. I'm weak. I got you. Alright, what's Alicia need to know here? That's like the sideways X. It's facing me. That's tribulations, but it's sideways. I gotta see if it's visible from the top side. That That is number 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. So what's this? I'm weak. That's the one about lust. I'm hollering. Lust, Pac-Man, Sideways X. I think these guys. Yep, that's one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 9. Because 1, 2, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. All right. I'm weak because you know what? Am I the only one who sees, like, okay, I feel like these are giving me informations I don't need, which is funny because I've never done this many of these back to back. But I know for a fact this one is about lusting, like inside that placement, right? But why does this look like a penis and balls? I'm weak. I'm hollering. Oh god, okay, what is this? Okay. Cause Woo Child. Failure or greed, because that guy is reversed in regards to this guy, which I know is on the next page. Confusion or weakness? So this has got to be romantic, because you feel like really no one's stepping up to the plate or giving you what you want. Maybe you're getting a lot of delays, and I feel like that can all be very frustrating. It's like every time you think that there's something kind of slightly potentially unfolding, it slows down. So it's like, what the fuck? So yeah. The next one would be like the off-center T. Now that's going to be about your own self-reliance, especially in this period where like you might be lusting a little bit. And I mean, I get it. Like sometimes, you know, we got to find a way to kind of redirect that energy or use it to manifest. You know what I'm saying? I'm weak. And then the next one, the Pac-Man, harness power. I'm telling you, you might need to start doing you some energy work since you know, a little pent up, put it to the universe and get you back some coin or something. Or really, you could even use that to like kind of manifest your lover, but I mean that's a whole nother conversation for a voice chat that we can go in detail about. But yeah, I'm weak. I feel like this is funny. But yeah, I hope that gives you clarity. I feel like this is all about learning how to kind of take that passion and manifest something else with it in the meantime until you get what you want. Or maybe putting that effort toward bringing it toward you faster, you know? Either or. So I think we got Queen of Water. Then J. Well, I know you a earth sign, you know, coins always gotta be an option. It's like, should I get the love or should I get the money? Hundreds and fifties? Big ass titties. Let me stop. Okay, let me stop. Stop. If you know that movie, shame on you. Shame on you. Like, you know it's an earth sign. I'm gonna always tell you, get the money. Oh? She said, I ain't got a general rule. She said, y'all basic. She said, I know exactly what I'm about to use this for. I am weak. What is the best way to offer my gifts to the world and enhance my happy? I got you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, like what the fuck? I'm like, I think I see 2 characters. I'm like, I need more to read. Okay. It's funny, I feel like you must have very slippery guides. Like, they must not want me to be digging in to tell you what the secret recipe of the Krabby Patty formula is. I'm telling you. Okay. Because look at how many blanks you have, Queen of Water. Like, Look at how they're just like, wait it out, be patient, wait it out, be patient, wait for the right time. That is like, literally you have 3. And that's more than 9. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 runes. We did an extra 3. I feel like they're trying to shake me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're trying to shake me. Okay, so we gotta string these energies together. So first of all, you gotta know that like it's a part of your purpose, and you gotta be firm in that. Because that's the first one that I see. It's all about you trusting that you have the abilities and the skill sets to make it happen in the first place, and knowing that without even shaking on it. You know what I mean? Now, the next thing that you have is the upward fish. Now, that's literally like its ideal position. It's about also knowing that like other things will kind of come together or reach a point of safety. And what I mean by that is like, you know, happy home vibes, but also prosperity kind of rubbing off on those that you choose to be around alongside the journey. You know what I mean? Then the last one I want to say you got is the one I'd be calling the Pac-Man. And then, ooh, okay. With this one's position, technically that's like a reversal, right? It can represent false hope. So you know what that is? It's like, and I get this because I know you're like water on water on water. But it's about knowing that like you have everything that you need to do and accomplish, but at the same time you can't be like I don't know, what I want to say is literally like on the tip of my tongue. I'm like, I've never struggled so much. Like, it's about being realistic about your goals, you know? Like, I tell people, when you're climbing a mountain, don't look at the top of the fucking mountain. You want to look at it in pieces or chapters, you know what I mean? That way you don't get overwhelmed. And I think if you can just do that, oh my god, life will be great. But don't put so much pressure on yourself. No one needs to be like a success overnight. And you gotta think about it like this. The more practice runs you get before you pop off, the more polished it's gonna be. So it's one of those things, you know, you gotta just go for it. But yeah, I hope that gives you clarity. But it's funny, I feel like your guys are really trying to shake me, because I'm like 12 runes and I only get 3 of them upright. They're hella like, be patient along this journey, no matter how long it'll feel. I'm just like, fuck. I'm like, patience is a virtue, child. It really is. Like, alright, I want to say, I think it's on JHDZ. Then I think after that we'll head over to a normal stream. But look at us, we always get her done in a really nice time when we do these. I'm like, you know, at this rate I might be done just around the time we would normally be starting, so that's good. I'm weak. Okay, well that must be why they showed us so many blanks, Queen of Water, because I'm like, oh, the patience in this is just too much. I'll never forget my first rune reading. I did it with Shoddy, the other voice inside Break It Off. And woo child, we did it at my ex-boyfriend's house, and it said, you know, some had to go. There'd be 2 false starts and then success. And it was right. It was completely right. Some had to go. And then yeah, everything ended up okay. But that is funny. I'm weak, y'all. Tag Jay, see if she's here. If not, that's the end of our stream, but we starting the other one, so. Finance or love? I'd say point at a direction, because if you do either or, how will I know how to decipher what? I guess technically it might come up, but I mean the separation on runes, I don't have as much practice as with tarot, which is why like I'm offering this as like a benefit. You know what I mean? Help me start seeing the nuances in the stories. I'm weak. You said flip a coin. Okay, let's see. Shit. I think that's the tail, so that would be the head. Head is finance, love is tails? Love. That's got this big coin. But let me see. So I'm pulling out 9. Ah. Okay, we're getting something. I feel like I'm getting too much information right now, like low-key. Watch out, okay. Watch out. Okay. There's a lot to unpack here, so let's see. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 9. I want to say no, 6 out of the 9. Not 6 out of the 9. Damn. See, okay. Let me just dig into this because watch out, this is already going too left. So lack of order. Oh, lack of order. Okay, that's definitely love. That's like you knowing what you want, but at the same time, why won't it like manifest or be? Why won't it just act right, basically? Now, the next thing, it like looks like a little flag. And there's 2 flags in runes. One of them's like a higher one, and then the other one's in the middle. Now this is the middle one. Now I'm a little like, I will say, like, you know, you want to really get to know people, because when this one comes up and it's in the reverse, you just gotta be careful, because it can represent assault, and that's just like from like, you know, safety awareness, right? Like, have fun on your journey to love, but just make sure you be as smart. Now, the other thing though that makes this a little bit more tricky, and in a way this may not necessarily be assault in a way that is not consensual. I just think, because in some ways, I'm not gonna lie, if that's lust and that's assault, that means that y'all might like it rough or something. So I'm weak. What is this? Harness power and passion, creating a visual with the lust. Yeah. Although it might be a little bit beside social order in some regards, because I feel like some people may not understand that lifestyle, or, you know, the whole like hurts so good lifestyle, I guess we would call it. Did I really just say that? Oh my god. Ooh, child. I'm hollering. Yeah, to me this is just like a situation where like I can't tell if this is to be worrisome, because like I really see this 2 different ways. I really do. This is like someone may not necessarily follow social order, so they might at times like have a little outbursts, but at the same time I do feel like this is the energy of it like being agreed upon, that we go be a little rough. So I feel like you might have a little bit of an aggressive lover ahead of you. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just a little shook about it because I'm like, ooh, child, this is different. It really is. Like, and I feel like, whew, I'm just weak too because yeah, this guy's slightly to the side. Calculations, negotiations, things like that. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like this is, you know, this is like that pain is pleasure type shit. And I'm just like, I don't even know how to navigate this type of vibration, Lord. I'm hollering. Oh my god. See, that's why I didn't see, see, this ain't dangerous. This is y'all enjoying yourself. I can't. Okay, case closed. The book is closed. I don't need to know or see nothing else. Whoa, God. I am hollering. Yeah, I mean, did you hear me struggling from the very beginning? Because I was like, look, I'm not, like, first of all, I don't yuck nobody's yum. I don't kink shame. You can do what you like. But I'm just like, when this type of stuff shows itself to me, I'm like, wait, I really am not trying to, like, blow up somebody's spot right now. You know what I'm saying? But woo, yeah, I feel like you got an experience ahead of you, child. Especially if you're gonna be the one to control. But that is funny. So I want to say we got Nancy and Gigi. If you don't know what to ask Nancy, you could do a general or you could skip. It's up to you. I know Gigi go on one. I already know. Gigi is about that life. Like I told you, I done seen some shit. Like not in person, but like I remember I opened up Instagram when they had False Affair going on, and I tell y'all this story every couple of weeks, or not weeks, but months, about how they were fighting in the street with whips and pasties. And I couldn't tell if it hurt or if they liked it. I got you, Nancy. Alright, let's see what falls out here. 1, 2, 3. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. So you got the B, the R, the chicken foot. That's 3 out of 9. So let's see what those are. So there are 2 delays to this situation, first of all, before the growth occurs. So let's see. Other guy is the R. Aw, shit. I think I know what this is. Let me just double check my chicken foot one. I feel like this is a situation where I feel like someone's moving back into like your romantic experience, Nancy. Cause I feel like I told you before, I felt like you were definitely gonna see Matt again. But this is honestly about someone relocating for a chance at expansion here. And it's out of nowhere because that chicken foot is like to the side, and that means that there could be hidden dangers or things that they're not expecting. So that means that, you know, and you know, some things I can't necessarily say because we on air, but you never know what could happen in the world right about now that people might need to return home. And I feel like that's what I see here. This is like someone's back to see where things go again. And it's been after a fair amount of waiting and patience. Because you got a lot of blanks around here. You got like 6 of them. So you've been patient. But yeah, I hope that gives it clarity. Alright, where are we on the list? I think we got Gigi and Awakening. Then after that, I think we're heading into our normal stream. You're welcome. It's just interesting, right? You guys have no idea how foreign it feels for me to not be able to use cards. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that feels so weird to me. Like, we just riding out a whole different type of beast today. Gigi said, we ain't doing the dinner. I know exactly what I want to know. I am weak. What does the tourist feel about him and I after I told him today about my ex? For what? I'm weak. Why you tell him, Gigi? Girl. Okay, let me stop. Okay, you know what? I'm like, look, your man don't need to know when you pee, you poop. You just came out the box. You know what I'm saying? You a fresh Barbie. He don't need to know about none of that before. Nope. Okay, let me stop. Okay, what does the tourist feel about after I told him today about my ex? Okay. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that 8? Yeah. So I need one more. Okay. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 9 characters up. Okay. So, first one is the fish, because that's the most local to me. Now, this is really inside the reverse, so that's about lack of order, right? Maybe you didn't need to necessarily tell him that. Like, that might have been like an overshare. Yeah. No. Harness powers and passions. In what regard, though? Next one would be the Chia Cross. Restraints and some frustrations. Yeah, I feel like you got to be careful bringing up the past around this person, because I feel like they're not trying to hear that shit. They really not. But I don't blame them, because I ain't trying to hear that shit either. Like, whatever is in your past, child, is in your past. Signals, insights, advice, and truths. So, like, in one way, maybe they appreciate that, but at the same time, like, you know, they want to make sure there's no reliance between the two of you, because that can get messy quick. Like, I think we all know that. Now, there is still, like, a feeling of flow or fertility here, because that rune is all about that. So, like, I mean, I definitely don't think it's anything that's going to set him to the point where, like, he really, you know, is going to call it quits over one thing or something. But I feel like the main challenge here is about not purposely creating hardship, because that's going to cause strife and grief. But yeah, I just think you need to think a little bit more before you release information to him, because I feel like this is about more action than there is, like, patience. And you never want to put, like, your foot in your mouth, you know what I mean? But yeah, ultimately, I think he still wants to move forward, but I would just say be careful, because you don't want to step on an emotional landmine. Like, you never really know, you know, what it is that you're just disclosing in terms of the past that could be a trigger. for someone's emotional or traumatic wounds, and that's why I'm like, I don't know if I would do that. But yeah, I want to say I think it's on Awakening. And I think after that we'll go into like our normal stream. I'm telling you, GG, look, you got to bring it up once, now you never have to bring it up again. Trust me, Earthline's they are not trying to hear that shit. What is a feeling about me / this relationship? Alright, let's see what the birds say, girl. So I'm letting 9 fall. 4, 5. Oh my god, a lot of blanks. That one's not blank, that one's just on the side. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need one more. It's the B. Okay. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 9. So there's like initial slow pace here. And then there's like an action almost for every space of like waiting. So the first one, let me pull it up. Signals and insights, advice and truths. But you have to be careful though, because this is slightly tilted. So at times, like, there could be vanity at play. So I guess that would be like, at times they may not always understand where you're coming from. Like sometimes they might misjudge a little bit of your character or where the values are, right? Now let's see, you got that weird H, which is more so about hardship, tribulations, and tests. It also denotes like destructive weather. That, to me, that also means like your emotions can be like a little much. You know what I mean? Now the next one is gonna be like the off-center, like T or cross. At times I can kind of denote a little bit of like codependence, and I think that might be the thing that needs to be worked on, because there's a slight blank right next to it before you get to the growth that you want. Now in terms of that final rune, the B, so it's like fertility, birth of situations, personal growth, it pretty much moving things to the next level. But at the same time, it's like there could be some domestic or like family issues at play. So what I would definitely say here is that since this guy is slightly to the side, and I know you want it to be a situation where it's like head on, because to me this is like an Empress card inside tarot, right? You can't let your mind necessarily take you to the worst places when worried, and you can't let insecurity make you latch on to him. Because what I tell people all the time is, no matter how much you love something, like if it's in the palm of your hand and you squeeze too hard, you go crunch the spine. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just about making sure that there's a healthy amount of independence. Therefore, the focus is not codependence. I feel like he definitely wants to continue to move forward, but it's a cautious approach because he wants to make sure everything is healthy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like you got this. It's been a journey. Thank you. I hope that gave all you guys some really, really good clarity, but also just, you know, an alternative way to get, you know, some information from the universe. And then we see you, Gigi. We'll make sure that you're the first person on the next stream, which literally should be like 2 minutes from now or something. But thank you, y'all. For our members only stream, we're at like an hour and a quarter, so yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate my members. I really do. Like, if you were here and you got a reading, child, you save 15 bucks, okay? And like, for the most part, the cheapest membership is $7, so I think it's kind of cool, you know? But these will alternate. I'm gonna try to do them like once a week, and then we'll kind of swap off what it is that we're doing in terms of theme. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Other than that, if you're in Discord, you'll see the link there, because you know YouTube be playing. But just know I'm going live right after this, so just refresh a little bit or check Discord, you'll find it. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the flip side.